Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. लांब ना इतल्यात लांब लांब असं आणणे आता मागे रसो तू क्रॉस करला का आता लासा बॉल पडा ना येणार ओके बा एक मिनिट ये क्लिप करून फुटला झाला तिथून टाक ओके पॉज करून तो अनेक बटन आहे तो बटन नंबर
कया
समजा ते बटन दिसले ना डाऊन केलं ऑफ कर
ओके So, a very good afternoon, dear viewers, and welcome to this finals versus the High Bounce taking on the MFC. And as you must have seen, it's a 16 over match, the finals of the Warriors tournament season 5, and we are from the Pitch Smashers ground here in Kuwait. Before that, a big thank you to all our sponsors: Porter Express, Q Point Solutions, A4 International General Trading and Contracting Company. And you're watching this live streaming powered by BENCREATIONS along with me, Jayson will take you throughout the next 16 overs. So Praveen has the ball in hand and he's went for a 4 already. He's picked up a wicket. Places on the offside but straight towards the fielder, nothing on offer. And plenty of support is what I'm seeing on our YouTube channel as well. People cheering for the MFC. And very soon we will find out. Right now, High Bounce under pressure. FMC have won the toss and they've elected to bowl first. A bit of surprising in this weather, but that ball is going away towards the fence. A good shot. It was bowled a tad short outside off. The batter using the timing and playing it elegantly on the offside. So he gets a boundary, Akhilesh Rao. And Praveen has gone for another boundary in this over, 2 boundaries. So coming back to the decision from the FMC to bowl first. It's a very hot weather, so fielding 16 overs and then coming down to chase. It's a decision that they have taken. We are almost, you can say, 50, around 49 to be precise degrees out there in this hot and humid weather. Humidity is what is killing every one of us. And for the FMC, it's going to be to sustain for the next 16 overs. Again, slower. This time the batter wants a 1, responded by the non-striker. They get a 1. So another delivery left, and beg your pardon, it's the end of the 1 over. And the high bounds are 9 for 1. It's the Warriors tournament, season 5. The first over is done. High bounds getting 9. FMC. The projected score 144. It's very early to predict what's going to be the end. Both these teams, just quickly looking at the playing 11. For the FMC, it's Arul, Faisal, Jitesh, Jitin Mani, Pradeep, Prajesh, Praveen, Rahul Satish, Raja and Srinath. On the other hand, for the high bounce, Akhilesh Rao, Apurva, Ganesh Prasad, James Stephen, Jaydeep, Ranji Alakad, Rashid Kulavi, Sajir and Shabir. So Arul has the ball in hand, and that's played on the offside. The fielder miscommunication allowing them to get that 1. And running between the wickets is really going to be challenging in this humid weather. But they will have to make sure that they get the scoreboard going. It's 10 runs so far. Arul is known to be a good bowler. He'll not give anything away. The 2 batters, Akhilesh and Ganesh. And that's first runs, or not so, for Ganesh right now. This is the very first delivery that he's faced. So they have plenty of overs. The first 4 is really going to be the ones where they would capitalize. The field restrictions are in play. You can see only 2 fielders allowed outside the circle. One is at long off, the other the almost cow corner region. Arul is keeping it good. He's keeping it very good. That was outside off. That was meant to be hit. It was supposed to go, and it has gone for a boundary. They're getting runs here. Ganesh, Akhilesh Rao in special, and he's going to be the batter to watch out for the FMC. A decision to bowl, winning the toss. The ball has gone mighty long. He had plenty of power behind it. And once again, a big thank you to our sponsors, Porter Express, Q Point Solutions, A4 International General Trading and Contracting Company, for their unwavering support in helping the management team organize the Warriors tournament, season number 5. And this one's good. When he went for a boundary and he kept it straight. But also well played by Akhilesh. He knows that he's got a boundary, and the very next thing he does is get off strike. So Ganesh Prasad and Akhilesh Rao, the partnership needs to come. We are towards the end of the second over. 16 runs on the board. The scoring run rate 8 runs and over. The 2 match officials will make sure that they keep everything on time, because the fielders might tend to slow down. Also, So that's the first miss. He wanted to go on the onside. He was there, missed it. So thank you also to the match officials, Lloyd and Sajilal. They're doing an awesome work here under this humid weather. Up in the air, will anyone come underneath it? It's between all the fielders. One bounce. So they want to go whatever they can. They also have to make sure that they do not lose wickets in that process of going for those quick runs. So besides me is the organizer Anvesh. Welcome sir on Ben Creations. How are you feeling in this weather?
Thank you so much, Ben Creations, first of all. So for such a wonderful support. So it's a humid weather, but we don't have any other option to start up early, since nowadays it's by 6 o'clock itself it's getting dark, so we must finish our presentation ceremony. So we don't want to disappoint anyone undergoing on the dark that final ceremony. So that is the reason we have pushed our teams to start up early.
So as we mentioned about the humid weather, what do you reckon that FMC won the toss? And looking at the weather, they're fielding the next 16 overs. Well, that going to be a challenge? Surely it will be. So you are the organizer. You've seen them. You know the captain very well. So what made them bowl first?
Okay. So FMC, as per the captain, he was very confident about his bowling team, like bowling strength. So that is where he wants to go ahead with the bowling attack, as well as they are first time facing high bound CC here in Warriors. So that is the reason, without by seeing the batting attack, they want to go for a chasing.
So the captain was confident, and we will see how things go out. Right now the bowler is doing well. He's keeping it steady Tate. And everyone, he's got a call here. Anvesh, the organizer, plenty of water required. Have done a good job. This one up in the air, straight towards the fielder. That's wicket number 2. So high bounce are losing their wickets. Another one, and as the organizer mentioned, FMC was very confident of the bowling lineup. And he has, before he leaves, just a couple of words for us.
Okay. So guys, we have started up with 8 teams season 1, and now today we have 60 teams. That is only because of a quality we are maintaining in the Warriors tournament. So that's it. All the best to all the teams. Let's see who will be the season 5 champions. So there will be a new format, which is a normal team and top team. So both finals are going on here. So everyone can support us. So coming to the ground, and the final ceremony will be a presentation ceremony. We are planning to start by 4:30 or 4:45 maximum. So we would be very happy to you guys here. So come here and support us. Thank you so much.
Thank you once again. Starting from 8 teams back, and now we are up to 60 teams. That takes a lot of effort as a management to organize. And also I have a dear friend of Ben, Mr. Wilson, who is watching and then doing all the hard work. He's under the sun. He's the man who faces all the brunt, but he's trying to get us the good angles as possible. And right now, second wicket is done. Praveen got 2 wickets in the 2 overs. 13 runs is what he's given, and right now high bounce after the end of 3 overs at 20 for the loss of 2. So also I organize some tournaments right out there, for the junior cricket, and I know what a troublesome experience it is. From having 8 teams and moving on to 60 and managing the expectations, the quality, the rules, the arguments. every team will have something to complain about. You cannot keep everyone satisfied, and the organizer Anwes has done, together with his team, a really fantastic job. He said that the presentation ceremony, they would have want to keep it at 4:45, and for that the teams have to finish their matches on time. The two match officials, Sajilal and Lloyd, will be making sure they do that. And right now the bowling has been pretty consistent, pretty good from the FMC. Both the opening bowlers, Arul and Praveen, have kept it tight. Yes, some odd boundaries have come off the bat of Akhilesh, but all in all, it's going well. 2 misses on a trot, and this puts the pressure on Akhilesh. Still the power play is on. We're very close to the airport, and we see after every minute or two planes flying out of Kuwait. Also some landing here, plenty of traffic. It's a weekend day, Friday afternoon. To all the Indians, any part of the world, we had the Janmashtami being celebrated yesterday. Plenty of fanfare. It brings me the memories of Mumbai, where you have pyramids being built, and then you have that one pot to break. It's called Dahi Handi. There he goes on the onside. That's going to be a good catch. It has been taken. He claims this one. You will have to watch the replay, dear viewers. For a moment, I thought it would bounce, but the dive came in, and another wicket goes down. This time around, that's Akhilesh Rao. It's a very big wicket for the FMC. High bounce, under pressure. 14 of 14 is the score. He got 2 boundaries for his team, but sadly he has to go back. I have a young fan besides me, and you will always see young kids coming to watch this match. Hey kid, introduce yourself to me. What's your good name first of all?
Ashwin Manish.
Ashwin Manish, that's a really good name. Which part of India are you from, Ashwin?
Kerala.
So here there's a Malayali. Are you a Malayali?
Yeah.
For sure you are. You belong to the great land of Kerala. It's God's own country. And I see that he's wearing Ronaldo jersey. Are you a fan of Ronaldo?
Yeah. Yes.
What do you like so much about Ronaldo?
I don't know.
You don't know, but Al Nasser is what he supports. Maybe his father loves Ronaldo. That's why you see him wearing the number 7 jersey. And as we speak of jersey 7, it brings us memories of our childhood. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, loved by every one of us. Jersey number 7. We're having some interruptions out there. Both the match officials want to clarify some things. Wicket number 3 is done. Everyone getting together. But FMC are all on this match against the high bounce. 3.4 overs are done. And Akhilesh Rao wanted to go for a boundary, but handing it straight towards that fielder was inside the circle. So one more delivery left. And what a bowling performance this is. So 4 overs done in fact. Arul gets a wicket, and Praveen who got 2 wickets earlier, has now been handed the ball once again. He's bowling 3 overs on a trot. So Ashwin is watching this match very eagerly, dear viewers. This kid, do you want to become a future cricketer, Ashwin?
No.
You don't want to become a cricketer? So what made you come today to watch this finals?
To be a footballer.
He wants to be a footballer. Oh, that's why he wants to be a footballer. But he's watching cricket because his father loves cricket. Am I correct?
Yeah.
He nods it. So he's come here all because of his father. So which team are you supporting? Do you know which teams are playing right there?
FMC and
High bounce.
high bounce.
So FMC and High Bounce are the two teams playing in this finals. High Bounce are under pressure. Ashwin, let me tell you the scenario. What you will understand. FMC decides to bowl because they believe in their bowling performance. And right now they're doing well. They've taken 3 wickets. High Bounce has played the shot. They're losing wickets. So everything's happening. Pretty contented are the FMC fielders. Again, keep your support going, dear viewers, in the comment section. And if you have any questions for me, I will be very happy to answer that. And this is what we are seeing so often now. Plenty of deliveries being let go of. They want to build a partnership here. Sinish and Rashid, the two batters. This is what we are seeing so often now. Plenty of deliveries. So that's hearing my own voice in the background. I want to just check everything's okay. You're getting me clearly. And this gone. This is a good shot under pressure. One bounce towards the fence. So the runs will come for the High Bounce. They have to make sure they stick out there to the next 16 overs. Wickets, of course, is something that they will be worried. Yeah, this is tennis cricket, dear viewers. You need power, you need timing, and the ball will go flying. So here Ashwin is feeling sad that FMC is been hammered for runs. But they have one more delivery left, Ashwin, to finish off over number 5. Very quick with these 5 overs. Up in the air, one bounce. They'll take a run, and with that we are at the end of over number 5. The High Bounce are 30 for 3. They're scoring 6 runs an over, which is good enough. They'll have to make sure that the scoring run rate gets even better. So looks like we'll see the first bowling change. Jayson or Rahul, beg your pardon. This is what we are seeing here. Rahul has been given the ball in hand. Jayson was the previous change. Give away 8 runs in that over. And there's Ashwin, delighted to see his father come back on. Goes on the onside. The fielder tries to keep it inside. So 5 overs are done. And the scoreboard has been steady. 6 runs every over. So Ashwin, which school do you go to here in Kuwait?
Gulf Indian.
Gulf Indian School, that's one of the best schools here. And as we say, the best school, that's a good shot, but well protected by that fielder who's positioned in that region. Nothing comes off the overthrow. And we come back again to my friend Ashwin. How old are you, Ashwin, by the way? I forgot to ask you this question earlier.
9.
You are 9 years old. Do you have a brother or a sister here, or you are the only son of your parents?
I have one sister.
Is she elder or is she a younger one?
Younger one.
Oh, so there's a brother-sister bond. It's a complete family when you have 2 kids, and especially when you have a boy and a girl. So much kudos to their parents. They get the love from both of them. And Ashwin, try cricket, Ashwin. I know you like football. A 9-year-old belongs to the great land of Kerala, who produces a lot of footballers in the Indian Super League as well. Kerala Blasters sometimes have an upper hand against all the other teams. But now the projected score, which is 144, has come down to 92. It will come down even further if we don't see those 4s and 6s to come. Yet to get a 6 in this match. Boundaries is what you've seen. He wants to go on the onside, and this is more often that you see. Clear the front foot, hammer the ball on the onside. You have 3 fielders in the deep. One is almost at cow corner, the other at deep square leg and deep mid wicket. Plenty of water bottles around. You have to keep yourself hydrated. That's a good cut shot. The ball is going towards the fence. The fielder giving it a chase, but he manages to keep it inside. Only a run being taken. And for the fans of cricket in general, Asia Cup is happening. So Asia Cup, that's happening, and on Sunday it's a very important encounter, India versus Pakistan. We hope that the weather stays good and we see an encounter. The first match between the two was washed off. However, India batted first, but then Pakistan could not come back courtesy the weather. We missed to see Babar Azam against the bowling lineup of the Indians, but again Shaheen Afridi will be the one to trouble the Indian batters. They will have to find a turnaround against the pace attack of Naseem Shah, Rauf and Shaheen. So we have a quick drinks break that's happening in between. So of course, playing in this hot weather, we have one of our friends, Prajesh from the FMC. He has to take a break, and rightfully it is. It's very humid. It's the hot season in Kuwait, but humidity is what is killing us since yesterday. Ashwin, do you like the weather of Kuwait?
No.
So what would you prefer? A lot of rain to come?
Yes.
Because he's from Kerala and you have rainfall every time and then, but this shot will be protected, kept inside. Don't worry, Ashwin, we're towards the end of the weather season. The spring will start very soon. hopefully in October. And the November, December, January and late Feb are the best weathers to be here in Kuwait. It's cold for sure. But for the cricket lovers, except playing the matches early in the morning, it's a paradise. So the decision from the FMC to bowl first so far is turning out to be good. They've managed to contain the flow of runs in the 6 overs, 34 for the loss of 3 wickets. Up in the air, not intended to play in that area, the ball just held up. So the bowler tried to bowl it slow, smartly done. The batter will feel himself lucky. So coming back to the decision from the FMC, of course fielding in the first 16 overs is not going to be easy. You have Pragnesh already feeling the heat, and substitutions are allowed, and this is where they will try to keep rotating their men in. Again, a shorter ball, slower. The batters unable to do anything except getting a run. So 35 for the loss of 3 wickets. Wilson, our dear friend, once again to mention his name, has been a part of the BENCREATIONS since 10 years. Since the inception of BENCREATIONS, he's been there. He was a small kid watching his uncle go all around Kuwait trying to cover those matches, and today he's here supporting his uncle. After 10 long years, finally got the control behind the camera, and he's doing so well. He has a smile every time I mention his name. He likes to be not mentioned too far. Ashwin is watching me speak. Very enthusiastic, is he? Do you want to be a commentator, Ashwin, in the future?
No.
For everything you have no as an answer except that you love football. I don't start to like you now, Ashwin. You know why? Because I'm a great cricket fan. This is a good shot. That's going to be the first 6 of this match. You're waiting to see this, and that's Rashid who gets it finally. He's 4 of 6 earlier, and Jitin has to face the music. A music that the FMC would not like because they kept things under check. And with that, we are end towards the 7th over, and the high bounce are 43 for 3. You can see the fielders are down, and of course it will be fielding first in the 16 overs. We wonder what might be the plight of the batters who will come top of the order opening, because fielding 16 overs and then coming back to bat and then try to get those runs is not going to be easy. But the captain believes in his men. He believes in the 15 that he had chosen, or the 20 that he had chosen before the tournament and right throughout, and he believes in his playing 11. So Ashwin, tell me something. What do you like? For everything that I asked you a question of, you said no. So what do you like to do in your holidays?
Play.
What do you play? Don't tell me football. Tell me something other than football and other than playing with your sister.
Hide and seek.
You play hide and seek? How many friends do you have here in Kuwait?
More.
What's the number? What's more? 10, 20, 100?
10.
Oh, so he has only 10 friends, 10 loyal friends. Back in the days also, we had plenty of friends. Today we are left with only 3 or 4. This is the sad part of life. When you're a kid, you make plenty. You throw the love of friendship all around. But as you grow older, the love gets precious and gets depleted. And right now the players are getting depleted of their energy. This humid weather is taking everything out of them. You can see when the batters are tired, the wicket keeper looks the most tired right now. There's no substitution sadly for him. Or do we have one? Can anybody keep other than him? Pragnesh says that they surely have someone to field. So the keeper is up. Short ball. They have to make sure they don't give those short balls in. That's a wide delivery call. Because if you bowl short in tennis cricket, you allow the batter to take his time. They're already on the back foot. All that they've got to do is clear the front foot and then have a go at it. The release of the ball from the bowler has got to be watched carefully by the batter. And that's better. That is really better. Use the change of pace. Bowl a little bit slower. They have plenty of protection on the onside, no doubt. Deep mid wicket. Deep square leg. Cow corner in position. Or he's more towards long on. Not cow corner. So Rahul bowling the use delivery. Again he bowls it short. It's called a wide. And these extras are not good for the FMC. You have kept it very good so far. And more the score is, the more difficult it will be to chase for the opening batters and the batters to come in the top order. That's another wide. He's delaying things and depleting his energy. But Wilson here has no substitution sadly. He's going to be the only man behind the camera to cover those 16 overs first and then come back again to shot another 16 overs. His uncle must be very proud of him. It's the first time that he's been given the opportunity to get his hand behind the camera. I wish I could ask him questions. But he will take his family legacy forward. So the plight here continues in this finals. Up in the air. Will this be taken? Should be, and it has been taken. So wicket number 4 is gone for the high bounce. And this time it's Rashid who has to go back. Beg your pardon, Sanish was the man who got us a 6 early on. He's 16 of 13. Oh, just a correction. We will be waiting to see who's out. Looks like it is Sanish, because Rashid got a run of a leg by in the previous delivery. So that's Sanish who's gone. So a dangerous batter has to walk back. Another crucial wicket is down for the high bounce. And this has been the hallmark of the FMC. Whenever the batters are trying to get the runs, the bowlers come and do the magic and they break this partnership and break the momentum. And Ashwin, my friend here, is very happy. The kid, he wants to see MFC win. He says that he supports MFC. And as soon as they get a wicket, he's cheering here. You might not hear him, but I can see it very clearly. So coming back to my friend Wilson, he will continue his family legacy, family business on. 10 years is a long time, dear viewers, to support. Don't take me seriously, I was just joking. Ben Creations has been doing it all alone. And we have had Wilson and every one of us come lately, myself included. We've just been a part of Ben Creations in the last couple of years. It's been trained under him. On the other side you'll see finale that's going on in the top ground. And you have the commentator there, Vinod, who's been the experienced commentator. So Sajil Mohammed is the new batter in. Sinish is gone, as I mentioned. Rashid is out there. And the time is ticking out. Sajil, the left hander. This will provide some spice. Left hand, right hand combination. Another wide. There's plenty of wides in this over from Rahul. And these extras are not looking good. The captain will be frustrated. I don't see him right now, which position he's fielding on, but surely he's very, very frustrated with this bowling performance right now in the form of extras. Propelled the score to 48. Sajil comes advancing down the ground, up in the air. Will that be taken? That would have been a splendid catch. Couple of bounce. And Wilson had it recorded. He was enthusiastic enough. And had that been taken, we would have made a clip out of it and uploaded it everywhere. He gets a live, Sajil. And will he make it count? So for the bowler to maintain his line and length is not going to be that easy. It goes up in the air. That's 6. That's looking for a 6. It was in the length. The bowler has lost his way through. And with that we come towards the end of over number 8. High bounce are 55 for 4. So 8 overs are done. High bounce have got 55 for the loss of 4 wickets. The previous over, plenty of wides. The extras is what is helping high bounce. They need it. And we have 8 more overs to go to be played. The first innings, and it's already looking very difficult for the FMC fielders. And it's really going to be a challenging atmosphere. 16 overs to field, and then for the batters to come out and bat. Ashwin, our junior friend, is also getting a bit worried. He's searching for his father. But the FMC no doubt have a good bowling lineup. They believe in their bowling and they hope to restrict the high bounce under 100. We saw from the tournament organizer and Wish, he said that they had no option but to make sure they play this time around, because 4:45 or 5 they need to start the presentation. It's already 3 o'clock right now. The next 8 overs might take another half an hour or so. So 3:30. Doesn't look like that the presentation will happen at 4:45, other than high bounce, scoring a low total, and then FMC having a magic to score that down with quick overs. So Praveen comes back. Some 2 good overs from him, 2 wickets and 13 runs only. Gets a full toss, and that's gonna be another maximum. Sajil was given a life, and he gets a full toss this time around, and he will make it pay. So the high bounds are getting a move on here, and they need certainly to move on with those runs. And the more those scoreboard keeps ticking, the more worried will be the captain of the FMC, and more worried surely will be the batters to start the first 4 or the first 5, because they are somewhere out there trying to contain and manage their energies. Advances down the ground, trying to be overcompensating it and getting a little bit greedy. Sajil, looking at his body language, doesn't look like that he will prefer to run too much. That's up, and will that be another 6? We'll wait for the confirmation. Yes, and that's gone. So the runs are coming. A poor delivery from Praveen, was bowling it so good enough. Anything offered on shot, the batter has all the time. He's waiting on the back foot at 6 number 2. So 12 runs have come off this over, and the projected score, which was once telling you that we will have 90, is now telling us it will be 126. So plenty of support in the chat box for FMC, and they have to maintain their support. They've been the better side, at least on paper so far around, but make no mistake, any team reaching the finals is deserving enough, and it doesn't matter how you perform in the tournament. It's all about how you perform on that given day, and high bounds have surely shown that, because they lost 4 wickets, but they've managed to get the runs, and also some support given from the bowlers. Goes on the offside. That's gonna be surely a boundary to come in. What a disastrous over this has been. So many runs come in. Praveen, who bowled so well, gave only 13 runs in the first 2 overs, has gone for 2 maximums and then a boundary to finish off. A very expensive over indeed. And the score moves on to 72 for the loss of 4. And you can see that the energy is draining him out, and this will be the scenario in the next 7 overs to come as well. Things will slow down. Those loose deliveries will come in, but the FMC have to manage themselves. A good partnership in between by Rashid and Sajil. Sajil has managed to get 2 sixes, Rashid 1 so far. So Sajil wanted to go, he gets it at the fielder. He had a slight of a misfeel where he's managed to keep it inside. The umpire wanted to have a check. That's not been given as a boundary, but he will still like to check with the match officials outside. They are contended. So what's also been bothering, of course, for both the teams is they played in the morning the semi-finals, so already they are down of energy. But that's what the organizers feel best. And as I mentioned, the organizers, I take the time to thank all the sponsors: Porter Express, Q Point Solutions, A4 International General Trading and Contracting Company, for their unwavering support. And that's another boundary. So now you see the runs are coming in, and the reason is that the bowlers are tired. They are not getting the lengths correct. The line has been off, and the batters are having a go here. And the run rate is just propped up to more than 8.3. It is 79 for the loss of 4 wickets, 9.3 overs. You can see the dejected shoulders of the bowler Jayson, who's picked up no wicket but has given away 25 runs in the 2.3 overs that he's bowled. Goes on the onside. One bounce, a couple of bounces. So Ashwin here, FMC, has been giving away too many runs. How are you feeling right now? I know you're sad. He's sad, he doesn't want to speak to us. He's watching his favourite team go for runs. And the high bounce. I've actually got a lot of bouncers. That's bowled well. That's kept in the block hole. And this is what you got bowled to this man, Shajil. He will not run. He will like to use more of his power. And anything that he sees it short, he will keep his back left waiting and then hammer it. And it's all about calculations. We'll be going around. What's a better score to get? What can everyone do here? And speaking of calculations, reminds me of the match Sri Lanka versus Afghanistan. A missed calculation that forced Afghanistan out. They had a chance to qualify to the Super 4 stages, but somewhere it went wrong. And no one can forget the dejected faces of Rashid Khan. So 2 overs are done. The substitutes will have to change. So the mini break that we had is done. 10 overs are gone for the high bounce. 6 more overs left. and already the faces look tired. Jitin went for too many. They're going for too many runs here. That's a good shot. Looks like it's gone. So Sijil and Rashid are getting a good partnership in between, and for the FMC, who kept it tight in the first 5 overs, are leaking runs, and it's not looking good. So I have 3 players of FMC besides me, and all are, of course, no wonder they're tired. They're drained out, in fact, of the energy. That what makes you as a cricketer. You have to learn to play in all the weather conditions, but we are not professionals. We play cricket for fun. But the fun here, Srinath, who's come out to bowl, and that's another 6 to come in. 4 and a 6, which means 10 runs in the 2 deliveries. And look at the score, it's already turning out to be close to 100 right now from high bounce. Then 90 for the loss of 4 wickets. So the captain here feeling very much pressurized. The decision to bowl first is now coming back to haunt him. Arul, who's been the captain of the FMC side, and he'll be having a nightmare looking at that score. 90 for the loss of 4 wickets. 10.2 overs, the ball is lost, and no wonder it will be. The batters will find it very comfortable. So just a quick conversation with my friends here from MFC. They don't bother about this 90 runs. They're very confident that even if it turns out to be 140 or a 150 at the end of 16 overs, they can chase it down, and that's because they have the willpower. No matter whatever the weather is, the batters will stand up to the occasion. So we have the ball back, and it's up now to Srinath to bowl those 4 dots in of 4 quiet deliveries, because Rashid is having a go. Is 29 or 15. They're expecting a wicket to come in this over. It's a bold prediction. We will wait for the next 4 deliveries. Change of angle, right arm around the wicket. That would have been a good catch. We'd have almost had a wicket. You can see the faces besides me as well. That should have been taken. We were expecting a wicket, and nobody wondered that it will come, or it would have been an opportunity on that very next delivery. Still, it will come is what they believe. That's well fielded. It went straight to him. So both the batters, Rashid and Sejil, have been given a life each, and they have made the lives misery of the FMC bowlers. And together they have getting a partnership here. Rashid is 29 of 16. Sergil 17 of 10. He would have been gone on the very first delivery. And the first 5 deliveries is what I can recollect to. That's surely a wide. Is that or is it not? We wait for the confirmation given as a wide. So Lloyd and Sajilal, the 2 match officials, they're braving out this weather condition. Sajil has gone. Has he gone long enough? We wait for the confirmation. 1 bounce, or is it a 6? The umpire has made no signal. Looks like that's given to the scorer there. And that's a 6, yeah. The confirmation comes in. So here Sajil was given a life. Now is making things even more difficult. This is third 6 for him in this match. 23 of 11 is the score. And this has been a very, very expensive over from Srinath. 18 runs already. 1 more delivery left. Up in the air. Will be taken or will it not? Again a chance let go. So it was predicted that a wicket will come, but the chances have been given, but none of them were taken in the end. So end of over number 11 for the high bounce. They are 99 for 4. So 11 overs are done, 5 more overs remaining for high bounce. They're 99 for 4. How much can they get? And the next 50 or 10 in every over can propel the score to 150, and that's what the projected score tells us around. But right now, that's a wicket. Yeah, that's given a good wicket there. The umpire has given it as out, so Sajil has to go back. And finally the wicket comes in. He's upset and he doesn't look happy, but again he scored 3 sixes. Still is this, there is a review here. He's asked for a review, Sajil. So the tournament organizer will have a close look and will get back to us with what the decision is. But if that is given out, that's going to be a big wicket. The bowling change work. Faisal was given the ball in hand, and high bounce will lose wicket number 5. A situation and a stage with 5 overs left and Sajil and Rashid going strong. We will wait for the decision. So here comes a decision. Sajil has to walk back. There was no way that he would have been given not out. It was a clear nick. The main umpire heard it. The keeper was very confident, and everyone around him were confident. The DRS also confirms. We don't have an ultra edge to check, but nonetheless, the tournament organizer must have rewinded, watched it very closely, and it's given. So we are back in action after a small pause. So substitutions being required every now and then, and that's a good decision to have some reserve players in the back end. Let's straight to that fielder. So the new batter that we have is Apurv Dabgar. Can he do something here? Because he needs to at least get Rashid on strike, because he's been the man who's getting the runs. 30 of 17 with 3 fours and 2 sixes. Another short ball bowled by Faisal. He has to make sure that he keeps it full. Anything on a shorter side to Rashid now. He will try to go on the back foot, clear his front foot, and then give him the angle to strike on the onside. They have 3 fielders in that region, long on, almost a cow corner and a deep mid wicket or deep square leg. Rashid wants to go on the onside. That's up in the air. And that's another drop. Another chance goes on, backing that second life to Rashid. What's happening here for the FMC? I know it's very difficult in this condition to field, but these catches need to be taken. They're in the finals of the Warriors tournament season 5, the grand final. And we're live here from the pitch smashes ground in Kuwait. Again, that's up in the air. The fielder. Another drop. Yeah, that's 2 drop catches in this over itself. And my friends here in the car with me from FMC are not very happy with the fielding effort. But what can one do? So on the final delivery from Faisal, he would have had 2 wickets or 3 wickets. Full toss on offer. This should be taken. And that's another drop. Can you believe it? I cannot see. It's a no ball. So even if he would have taken it, it wouldn't matter. They go for that 1 run. So 2 runs offered. That's a waist side no ball. But nonetheless, had that not been given as a no ball and considered as dipping, another catch would have been dropped. 3 catches. This is a free run offer. Where will the batter go? He's already on the offside. We would have said good feeling of his own bowling, where the captain has the ball in hand. With that, it's going to be the end of over number 12. And high bounce are 105 for 5. So 12 overs done. The captain comes back to bowl. Arul, he's got a wicket in those 2 overs, gave only 9 runs, kept it tidy. And he'll have the responsibility on his shoulders to bowl the next couple of overs quietly. 4 overs left in this match. High bounce at 105 for the loss of 5 wickets. Fuller delivery in the block hole. The call is for 2. The fielder will throw the keeper's end. At the non-striker's end, Arul was a little bit wide. But the batters, good calling, good running between the wickets. 2 runs taken. Do I have my friend Ashwin still around with me? Ashwin is dejected to see FMC going for runs. But don't worry, Ashwin. It's a strong batting lineup of the FMC. And the batters are there to get the score. So far now the projected score has come down 137. That's a good shot. Has it gone all the way? We'll wait and see. Looks like it is 6 on offer. That was really a good shot. He got the ball on the length and he looks like he swapped it on the onside. And Apurv gets the first 6 for him of this match. It will not be the final. He's having a good look. Arul now stretching. He will for sure bowl the next 2 overs. This over and the one to come next. That's a misfield. That's sloppy work. These runs should be prevented. And for the high bounce, this is good. However, they get those additional runs in the form of 4s, 6s, wides, extras, leg byes. They will like to take it. So we had a 6 in that previous delivery. And now a 4, giving us 10 runs in the 2 deliveries. The final delivery left. Shuffles across and he comes back well, Arul. He gets this wicket of Apurva who smashed him for 4. And not a boundary but given by the misfield. But he's managed to take the revenge back. Wicket number 2 it is. And the captain has struck. And with that, it's going to be the end of over number 13, dear viewers, for us. And the score is 117 for the loss of 6 wickets. So it's Faisal to come back again with the ball in hand, bowling over number 14, high bounce 117 for the loss of 6 wickets. 144 is the projected score. Goes on the onside in the gap. That's going to be a boundary here. Poor delivery from him. He tries to bowl the short deliveries in. So Jayadeepa is the new batter replacing Apur. And Rashid here doing the damage. He gets a boundary. 36 of 20. He's given 2 lives in this match. He's got a 4 and a couple of 6s. 4 4s and 2 6s so far in his innings. And he's striking at 180. That's a better comeback, bang back, but that's wide. We thought it's better, but it's outside the trim line. Rashid will surely be eyeing to go big. He gets a full toss on offer, and that's going to be a 6. That's some poor delivery, poor bowling from Faisal. And Rashid has been getting the runs. We will expect 150 to come if Rashid stays out there. Those 2 drop catches of him are coming to haunt the FMC. 128, dear viewers. 4 more deliveries left in this over. It's already proving to be very costly. So we've got the ball here. 4 wide and 6 so far is what the over has brought us to. That's on the offside. Up in the air. Everyone running behind it. And they will stop it inside the circle. But inside the boundary line even. He's got to bowl the next 3 deliveries quietly. Faisal is already given far too many runs. Arul has come inside the circle. He was there at long off. That's better. That is really better for the FMC. They will want to have Jayadeepa on strike, but right now they have to get past Rashid, who's getting close to his 50-run mark. His courtesies innings, 4 4s and 3 6s. There's no LBW here in this tournament. Of course, we're playing tennis cricket. But a good comeback after conceding far too many. Jayadeepa will be on the strike for the final delivery. He needs to get either a 6 or a 4, but there's no need to run for that 1 run in, because for high bounce, Rashid is the all-important man. That's in the gap, and that's a 4. So even Jayadeepa gets a boundary for his team. At the end of 14 overs, the high bounce are 136 for 6. So 135 is the score after the end of 14 overs for high bounce. We had some discussion, a review been taken. It was called a no ball by the square leg umpire. The bowler reviewed for it and it was turned down. It was considered to be dipping. So 2 more overs left. Tarul is going to be the man to bowl over number 15. There goes Rashid, but there is protection for him on the onside. Should only be a 1. He's inching closer towards this 50-run mark, and it's really going to be important for him to get it because he's done well so far to get to his 46. Goes high up in the air, should be taken, soft dismissal this is, and more important, it's a dot delivery for FMC. So Jaydeepa has to walk back, and that's a wicket number 7. That's down for high bounce. So that's a catch being taken, and that's wicket number 8, and the Arul, the captain, has decided that he will take the wickets and try to finish off the match in this over itself. Ranji, who had come on strike, has to walk back, so it's a matter of only a minute to stay out there in the middle. 2 more wickets and high bounce will be all out. So good catch by Praveen at the long on region. It's an hat-trick opportunity as suggested for sure, and Arul would like to take it. 4 wickets for him in this match. 22 runs, he's been economical. He's gone for the big hit, and it will fall short of the long off fielder. And more important now, that's Rashid who's back on strike, who's a 46 of 25 deliveries. It's 2 more deliveries to attack. And he should not look to take a risk against the captain Arul. He can target the next over, doesn't matter whether he gets a dot here. Should only be a 1. He should look to come. He goes for the second run. The batter that was sloppy and stupid, if I can say. I should not be using these words, but again, that was foolish of him to go for the second, because anyways Rashid would have been on strike in the next over. So end of 15 overs, 1 more over left. It's Shabir high. Shabir, the better to get out. So it's the last over of this first innings, and it's going to be the last wicket of this match as well. So the high bounce have the last chance. 138 is the score. The FMC will depend on Rahul. Has also been economical, and with that it's the end. So Rashid, it was in fact Rashid who got out. So the scoreboard has been updated, and we saw Rashid getting a run out for 47. We thought either Sajeev, nonetheless Shabir, nonetheless whatever it might be, end of it, high bounce are bowled out for 138. The FMC will require 139 in 16 overs. So if you look back at the summary, dear viewers, FMC won the toss. They elected to bowl first. It was a very good score that kept it tied inside the first 5 overs, but then the runs just kept coming in. And if you look at James Stephen 4 for 2, Ganesh 2 for 5, Akhilesh Rao 14 of 16, Sunny 16 of 14, Rashid 47 of 27, Sajil 24 of 13, and Apur 15 of 10, Jaydeep 4 of 2. And in the bowling, it's about Arul, who picked up 4 wickets in his 4 overs to 12 runs. For 24 runs, beg your pardon, 12 dots in those 4 overs. Jitin 26 runs given in 3 overs. Praveen 2 wickets for 3 overs, giving away 30 runs.